For a recipe to mix about 8 portions of soup, boil 2 pounds of potatoes in salted water. Depending on the size of the potatoes, it will take about 20 to 30 minutes to cook through. While that's boiling, heat some olive oil in another pot over medium heat and slice 4 to 5 small white onions. Add the onions to the pot and saute. Instead of olive oil, using butter is another good option. Then, break down 2 large bulbs of fennel into thin slices. Go ahead and use the stem and ferns, but remove the hard middle core. Add the fennel to the pot and saute. Following that, slice 5 to 6 stalks of celery and also add that to saute. Some other aromatic vegetables that can be added or to replace the fennel and celery are leeks or carrots. It is really up to you what you choose to use, but I personally like the anise flavor of fennel in the soup. Saute the aromatic vegetables for a couple of minutes and add a teaspoon of allspice and a tablespoon of salt. Give it a toss and add enough water to cover the vegetables. Bring it up to a simmer and allow it to simmer for about 15 minutes. While that's going, check the potatoes, and if they're ready, strain and peel them using a small knife. The potato skin comes off most easily when it's still hot, but if you're not accustomed to handling something hot with your bare hands, you can hold the potatoes with a tea towel or kitchen towel. Discard the potato skin and move on to breaking down the fish. Almost any fish will work well with this recipe, but salmon is commonly used in the Nordics. Trim off the rib bones, and if you don't have a long filleting knife, the easiest way to remove the skin off the salmon is to first split the fillet in half lengthwise. Then, working one side of the fillet at a time, use a fork to hold down the tip of the fillet on the tail side, and run your knife at a 30-degree angle against the skin to remove the fillet. Once you have some skin off the fillet, you can drop the fork and grab onto the skin while continuing to run your knife through the whole fillet to skin it completely. Then, rinse and repeat on the other side before breaking down the skinless fillet into inch-sized cubes. Going back to the broth, all the vegetables should have softened nicely by now after simmering for about 15 minutes. Add 2 cups of heavy cream, and once that comes up to a simmer, add the salmon. Mix the salmon in, and after about 1 to 2 minutes, the salmon is cooked and the chowder is ready to serve. At this stage, do not stir the chowder too much, or you may run the risk of breaking up all the salmon into small flakes. Gently ladle the chowder into serving bowls. Chop some fresh dill and generously sprinkle the dill all over the top. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.